Just because a food seems healthy, it doesn't mean it is. So here are what we call 5 foods that fool. Number 1, wraps. They can trick you into thinking they're a healthy choice because they're thin, but they're often made in a size that's large enough for 2 people. Depending on its size, the wrap itself can bring 300 calories to the table, on top of which they're filled with refined grains instead of the fiber you need. And don't be deceived by those spinach wraps.
If you look at the ingredient list where the spinach is, it's at the bottom of the list, which means that there's very little nutrient value coming from the spinach. It's negligible.
And what you put inside is just as important. If it's loaded with a mayo-filled chicken or tuna salad or high-fat meats, you've got yourself a calorie and fat bomb. Number 2, veggie burgers. They seem like a superfood because veggie is in the name, right? Well, it can be a healthy option, but the problem is many of the frozen and prepared versions have more fillers in them, like yeast and cornstarch, than actual vegetables.
Just look at the ingredient list. Look and make sure that vegetables are indeed in the ingredients, and the first ingredient is a vegetable.
Each patty should be no more than 150 calories and 7 grams of protein. Any veggie patty with more than 10 grams of protein is likely made with more wheat gluten and soy protein than actual veggies. Number 3, couscous. It tends to have a healthy reputation because it's popular with vegetarians, but beware.
Couscous is semolina flour. So if you're eating a portion of couscous, you could be eating plain white pasta. It's 220 calories for a third of a cup of couscous.
Opt for a whole wheat couscous or quinoa instead. Number 4, gluten-free bread. Gluten-free products are made for those who are intolerant to whole grains like wheat, so they're typically filled with sugar and refined grains to make them taste good.
A lot of people say they feel better if they eat gluten-free products. They think that gluten-free products are better for them. Gluten-free bread in particular is generally higher in sodium than regular breads. And it doesn't, if you would eat a piece of whole wheat bread, you are getting vitamins and minerals that you wouldn't be getting in eating gluten-free plain bread.
Because without whole grains, that gluten-free bread is missing key nutrients like naturally occurring fiber and B vitamins. So for healthy gluten-free foods, look for products that list a whole grain, like brown rice flour as the first ingredient. And finally, number 5. Taco salad. When you're at a Mexican restaurant, it seems like a healthy choice, right? Not so much.
Generally, they come in a shell, a tortilla shell, which is a deep-fried flour shell. Then you have ground meat put on it. You have cheese on it. You have sour cream or guacamole, all high-fat, high-calorie items.
So remember, just because it has the word salad in its name and has some lettuce in it, it doesn't make it healthy. With Everyday Health, I'm Taryn Brill.